Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel for another gun guide video, and in today's gun guide we're going to be going over the MG42 LMG and from Call of Duty Vanguard inside of Warzone. This gun's been kind of slept on a little bit because of the current Bren meta build, which is definitely the best in the game at the moment for long range encounters, but it's definitely going to get nerfed at some point. Everybody knows how strong it is. It's literally all people are running right now. So in today's video I wanted to take some time and go through what I believe to be the best MG42 build. I just spent a couple hours testing it in Plunder with no attachments versus with all the different attachments that one person would expect to be part of the meta. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Only about 20% of the people watching our videos have been subscribed, and that's actually like a very high number. So if you are watching these gun guide videos and using these loadouts for yourself, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Turn the notification bell on. That way you always get notified when we have new video and gun guide videos going up. And also drop a like on the video. We're trying to get 500 likes on all of these videos up until, you know, we kind of grow the YouTube a little bit more. But I do appreciate all the support lately. We're doing better on YouTube than we have ever. 4,000 subs or so in the past 28 days, which is insane. So I appreciate y'all's support. First of all, I just want to talk about this gun itself. The recoil is atrocious until you do level it up enough to get some of these attachments I have equipped. But one thing that there is to note is that after I think like 40, 50, 60, somewhere around there, number of bullets fired, the recoil completely stops going up and just goes horizontal. So I pretty much stopped shooting after that point because there is no vertical recoil anymore. It's just horizontal. And that's not something I think most players will get used to, but you do have plenty of bullets. So if you keep holding down that trigger, you'll only be fighting horizontal recoil. That's something to remember. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that in almost all of these different builds that I've tried, I'm going to pull up a clip right now and show you guys. They're all insanely close. Like, I've tried the stippled grip. I tried the polymer grip. I tried all these different grips in combination. I tried the hand stop. I also tried the strife angled. Tried the Carver 4 grip. Tried everything. Tried the 8mm Caldera 250 round mag versus the Sakura 125. Tried the different stock, the Krosnick padded versus the 64M. Tried the different silencer, and almost every single recoil plot was nearly identical. You know, there was the only big difference was when you change these two ammo types. So this is what I consider to be the meta build, and I'm going to go over it right now. The MX silencer, just because it increases your accuracy and it doesn't decrease your range like the Mercury silencer. If you're not worried about being silent on the map, I will say that using the F8 stabilizer will improve your overall capabilities at long range. So that's something you can run. That's something that I'll probably run, but I just had the silencer on there because I know most people want to stay off the map, especially on Caldera. And then the barrel, no questions asked. You want to run the VDD 890mm 32M Luftschutz. Sorry to any Germans out there if I'm mispronouncing that. This by far helps the most with your recoil control and accuracy besides one other attachment. Interestingly enough, when I tested out the underbarrels, I found that the strife angled and the hand stop were clearly the two best, but I could hardly see a difference between the strife angled and the hand stop, even though they say they're supposed to do different things. So that's really up to you and up to preference. I'm not going to tell you which one is or isn't better. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys the recoil pattern in that clip that I'm going to pull up, and you'll be able to tell that there's not that much difference. I will say that I thought that there would be a much larger difference in between the recoil pattern of the Sakura 125 round drums, which if you were playing Caldera since it launched, you would notice that that's the same rounds the Automaton used, and that's also the same rounds that the Bren is using right now, I believe. I thought that those would be much, much better, but that is not the case. These bullets right here only have a minimal difference in recoil overall compared to the 8mm Clouser. And so with that in mind, if you're good at controlling your recoil, I recommend the Clouser 250 round mag. It's the last one you unlock. You have to hit level 69 with the gun. So until you get that, run the 125 round drum. Do not run the anti-material rounds. They're nearly impossible to control, and you're building a long range build, not something for close range. You always want to be running lengthened when you're trying to do a long range build like this. I guess if you're somebody who's running Combat Scout, which you could use Incendiary so they stay popped up on Combat Scout more often, but most people are running Cold-Blooded right now. And onto the next interesting thing. So I tried the stippled grip, I tried the hatch grip, I tried the rubber grip, I tried the polymer grip, tried the pine tar grip. Really, the polymer grip wasn't the best here. That was very surprising to me. So, because so far in every other build, it has been the best. The differences were hardly noticeable between any of these, but the stippled grip came out on top. When I tried it like 3 separate times, I noticed that the recoil pattern was just tighter all the way around for that. So run the stippled grip with this build. Trust me. I mean, you can go test it yourself, but you're not going to notice a difference. I tested it about 4 times. The biggest thing on any of these full auto long range builds is always going to be your perk, and it should always be tight grip. If tight grip is available, run tight grip. There is no argument against it until they nerf it. Right now, it's probably the strongest recoil reducing attachment in the game, especially when stacked, usually with polymer, which wasn't the case on this build. I was very surprised. I recommend running fully loaded because you're going to be burning through bullets with this. I also recommend in the stock. So I tried the Krosnick S91 padded because that was like the stocks that increase accuracy and recoil during sustained fire. So far, in my opinion, based off of what I've seen in my observations, these type of stocks have been the best on full auto builds. But surprisingly, on this one, it is not. I won't say that it's bad because it's not bad. But the overall recoil plot and pattern was reduced and in magnitude with the VDD64M. I did not try the Krosnick. I did shoot it without a full build and could tell that the horizontal recoil control was just not worth it. So run the VDD64M, no worries. For scope, as always on your long range build, I highly recommend the SVT40PU scope 3 to 6x, my favorite in the game right now. If you're struggling seeing people in this game, please do yourself a favor and go run the MK12 night vision. Thank me later. You can hold your breath on your first couple of shots with it. It makes seeing people way easier, even if they have cold-blooded on this game. And if you still aren't liking either of those sights, you want something long range, M38 Slate 2.5x custom helps a lot with recoil control. And you could also run the 2.5x, which is one of the first ones you unlock. So that's basically my completed build. Like I said, there's going to be little clips thrown here and there throughout the video. Would I say that this is the best in the game right now? No. Would I say that after the Bren nerf that this may be one of the best long range options on Caldera? Yes. This gun absolutely beams. If you're caught out in the open without cover and somebody has an MG and they're shooting you and they can hit their shots, you're going to die. Like, it happens insanely quickly. It almost, you feel like you died in a couple bullets, but really the guy hits you 13 or 14 times. But like I said, if you're good at controlling recoil, I think that this 250 round mag will help out a lot of people. The biggest downfall of the MG is going to be its movement speed, its aim down sight speed, as well as especially the reload time. The reload time sucks. So that's the only thing you really need to worry about on this. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you learned something new, be sure to leave a comment down below. Tell me what you would like to see in our next video, what gun you'd like to see me cover. I have my eye on the STG. I have my eye on dual snake shots, akimbo shotguns, all types of different things that I could make a video on right now. Today's results were kind of surprising to me. So I hope you did enjoy today's content. Be sure to like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you guys.